Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum said peace, security and normalcy are being maintained across the country after the killing of a drug cartel boss prompted his supporters to block roads and set fire to vehicles and businesses. Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes, or El Mencho, the mastermind of the powerful Jalisco New Generation Cartel, died in custody after being injured in an operation by Mexican special forces in the town of Tapalpa, according to authorities. At least 27 Mexican officials and 30 cartel members died in the operation. Let's take a listen to Claudia Sheinbaum.
The people of Mexico should feel very proud of our armed forces and the security cabinet we have. They are great men and women who are always ready to give their lives for others. And the most important thing right now is to guarantee the peace and security of the entire population, all of Mexico. And that is exactly what is being done. Today, there is already more calm. There is government, there are armed forces, there is a security cabinet, and there is a lot of coordination.
Well, earlier I spoke to our correspondent in Mexico City, Ioan Grillo. He told us more about the situation on the ground.
But they're giving some figures and some information about what happened yesterday, and it is devastating, the level. First, there was 252 blockades across the country. Now, these blockades, they're kind of known as narco blockades here. It's when these drug traffickers, these cartel hitmen, sicarios, hijack trucks and burn them and block roads. And it's been a tactic for many years, but never on the scale of 250 across 20 states in the country, really shutting the country down. But even worse than that, they're starting to give numbers about the deaths. And as well as blocking roads, there was about some 27 attacks on security forces by cartel hitmen. And we're just getting some of the numbers there. But in some attacks in Jalisco alone, there were 25 Mexican soldiers killed in these attacks. Now, that is a huge number. I mean, for any military, that will be a huge number. And for 25 soldiers killed in attacks at home, that is massive. So during this morning press conference you're just showing part of, the general, the head of the Mexican military started to break down in tears describing this, about the loss of lives. I mean, for any general with 25 troops killed, that's a big deal. So very devastating wave of attacks, but calm at the moment. It's still early in the day, though, here in Mexico.
Well, we did hear some more information about the military operation itself during that press conference. Can you take us through that?
Yeah, so the general was saying that the information came from tracking a girlfriend of the drug lord El Mencho. It's often the case that tracking girlfriends, the lovers, or family members of these drug lords is the way you find them. You start tracking, that they could lead them to the location. So tracking a girlfriend, they said, that went into this safe house in this town in Jalisco, and then leaving, they had information that he was there, and that's when they went in an airborne attack. And there was this big shootout. It's still a bit murky, and there wasn't that many details given about exactly the death of El Mencho. He was, shot in during this big shootout there, and supposedly with two bodyguards of his taken on the aeroplane, and they all died of their injuries on the aeroplane, or it's not completely clear. So still some questions there, and we haven't seen photos yet of the body of El Mencho. There was also some U.S. information for the attack, but the Mexicans saying it was planned and carried out by Mexico. It wasn't U.S. agents on the ground, and there has been in some previous busts like of El Chapo, you've seen actually American agents there. So this is a Mexican operation, but